Today we will farm rocks to start a civilization. So over here we got a few rocks. With that we have 2 houses. We have even more rocks and even more houses. Quite a simple system, but very effective. And as you can see in the top left, we have 8 houses right now. 12. Oh, I wanted to punch the ship, but the game doesn't allow me to do that. We have exactly 20 houses and civilization. Did we just murder everyone for my profit? Well, that's my type of game, isn't it? Bonus damage. So the currency that we got is just because we finished the day. Like, we don't have any money. So the goal in this game is to finish as fast as possible. There will be a lot of unhappy women after this. Sorry. I don't know what anyone was talking about. There was nothing. Another legacy. Resource respawn speed. So far we have more than enough. We don't need that. Cursor work radius. Now that will help us out a lot. And maybe today we'll try to go for the next level. But I would say we'll take a look at how long that takes. Because we don't have the respawn right. So eventually the resources will thin out like crazy. Okay. How fast does it go up? Oh god, that is slow. But I want to have the second point now because I've already started. And when you start something, you can't stop. It's like gambling. Eventually you will win, you just have to keep on going. Okay, I will say it, mistakes were made. We definitely need a lot more resources, or more valuable resources maybe. Wait, isn't it kind of amazing how we are building a civilization over here? I didn't even notice that because I was so focused on the rocks. And I knew we are building some houses, but not that they have roads and all of that stuff. And because it shows us the stones, we actually see what a house costs currently. We got a +2. And next up we will get a +4. But we would need 60 buildings. Yeah, there's no way we'll do that. So I would say we'll end the day. +200% to resource spawn. We also have cursor work speed. Every time you build 20 buildings, you can build a special building. So I would say what we'll do is we will... Oh wow, that is fast. And there's something unique. Wait, where are you coming from? That should be... That was a sun on its own, right? Or was it just because we had enough buildings? Maybe we just had enough buildings. No, that is a sun on its own. That is insane. Okay, I like that. I don't even need to go for the rocks then. I mean, we are kind of really close to the next one. I just want to keep on farming this now, right? That is so fast in comparison to house building. Who cares about the people? I can make my own money. Give me more of those. It looks like they are not respawning all too fast, so I will end civilization. Which still sounds like I'm just finishing all of them, but... We made 7 points. We have the special building unlocked. And next up we have workers. They probably mine for me. And do we want to finish immediately? Well, we will get a special building, right? You know what? Let's check out the special building. Just that we can see how it works. Resources spawned on build is +2. What does it mean with on build? Like, the moment we build this, then the resources that spawn... They get +2, no? I think they all give +3, right? No, it's +1. We deal 3 damage, but +1. But the new ones that spawn, like this one, is also +1. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But hey, at 40 we will get the next one. So we will check out if we have something better. So far, I gotta say, I don't understand how it works. So we have 11 stone right now. Right, 0. Let's check out how much we get. And let's go for this again. Resources spawned on build. So we have 1 stone. 1 stone. What? You just spawned. I honestly, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Am I the only one that really doesn't understand what the text means? Or are you guys all understanding it and the text is being stupid? Bonus workers. And then we have resource multiplier. That will be really good. Worker speed, I don't think we care all too much compared to the resources, right? Because with the resources we can build more. And now we can also go for the special buildings. They are the workers. I think with the workers, I just want to stay away from the resources. Resources spawned on build decks. How did you get this wrong? It just means whenever resources respawn, it's +2. Like, when I read resources, I was thinking about the resources we get out of it, right? So it would be 3 instead of 1, but no, when a rock spawns, it spawns 3 of them at once. Duh. Sometimes it's kind of funny to me how the same text can be understood in several ways. And the moment your brain locks in on one of them, it's like, yep, nothing else is possible. Even though I was staring at it and like thinking, how do I get this wrong? Resource spawn speed? I would say we want to combine both of them, right? We want to spawn more of them, but at the same time also faster. And next up we'll go for another forester, but I don't know if we can even do that. I mean, feeling wise, it's going well, but I need more resources. I mean, I could probably restart and get the doubling in resources, which speeds up all of this by quite a bit. But maybe we'll go for the next building and the next point. And at the same time, we can also get the obsidian here, right? For bonus points. We don't even have to finish a milestone. And another +2 incoming. This one is so insane. And I have no idea where it's coming from, like why it's suddenly spawning. But if the game could do that a couple more times, I would be quite happy about that. We also know there's gold, which is probably worth like a bunch. Do we just want to check it out? Because we want to finish the day either way. I would say we'll check it out. Just to see if there's some gold spawning somewhere. There's gold. That is straight up just money. But for what? Is it also just progression points like the stone? As in, it would be its own currency, but it has pretty much the same effect, right? We are getting very close to the next level, and I would say we finished there because 14 points is quite a bit. Maybe we also managed to find a little bit more obsidian. But maybe the next time when we have to double resources out of these rocks, we will go a little bit further, because then we can stack up the spawning to an extreme degree. And we're about to have the final house. There we go. Okay, so you are limited. Interesting. Now this one should always be better, right? This almost doubles it. While this one, yeah, it's further away from doubling. Disable auto building selection? Oh, I think that means when you usually would level up, instead it just puts it somewhere and then you can click on it. So we go for the multiplier, that's a given. We could go for higher resource tiers. Do we want to do that before we go for these? But that doesn't really make the most sense, right? Because we also need more buildings. We've noticed we're getting capped out. Yeah, but come on, let's take them. Because otherwise we are again doing something else. And then I go back and get all of these cheap ones. And this is still doubling the speed of the workers. The only question is how... Oh my god. Am I faster? This feels like I'm way faster than ever before. Okay, we have the bakery for more people. But if I do that, we don't have any resources left, so we will go for the forest in the beginning. And maybe we will even go for that twice, but I have to compare this to the other one that gives the speed of respawn of resources. So here, I mean, that is doubling. Close to it. Yeah, let's go for that. That makes the most sense. So the first order that I had, like in the last round, was actually the best order, funny enough. Now, it could be that it's better if you go for more workers. But I think I rather want to overload the stage on resources and then we go for the workers to hoover it up, because I can also work on my own without them, right? But if we do it the other way around, that we first go for the workers and then there are no resources left, this doesn't really make the most sense. So we'll go for the 5 spawn, perfect. I will help you out. Okay, you know what, you'll do that on your own. There's another one. How many points do you think can we get today? I would say we'll get to 26. That is currently my feeling, but it really depends on how much obsidian is spawning. It's actually a really cool concept. I like this. And we're about to reach 80 houses. That means we'll get another building. Okay, one concern is that maybe we don't get to 100. That could actually happen. And I would say we'll go for another +2. Now, this one is not as good. I'm actually surprised we can still do that. I thought we hit the limit the last time. But maybe because we have more buildings, we now have more available. But yeah, it's really about time that I go for the workers, because otherwise we don't really make use of all of the stuff that we are spawning. But then again, the more we spawn, the more they overlap. Like, look at what I'm doing. I don't even know how I balance out the sound, because when I get like 11 of them at once, it is insanely loud. Oh my god, we are almost at 100. Okay, that is kind of insane. I thought we would struggle a lot with that, but nope, we are just spawning so many stones. And there's even more, and we're about to hit the 100. There it is. No, we can't do that. We will go for the workers. It's about time. Because at one point I also want to finish the day. I said my goal is 26. We are 30 points right now. As much as I would love to finish the game with just one round, I don't think that is the goal of the game. Oh god, this is loud. I think I have to entirely disable the audio. Oh no. Many games have that issue when the same sound overlaps too many times. Every single overlap makes it louder. And if you only have 3 of them, you know, it's like maybe 40% louder, which you can deal with. The moment you have 10 of them, it's like 300% louder, and then your ears get blasted away. We are halfway to 120. Okay, but do you notice an issue? We only double the worker amount, and all of a sudden there aren't that many stones overlapping, and that makes me a lot less efficient. So even though we get more stones, like what it feels like, I think it would have been better to just go for more spawns. You know what, I'll call the end here. We don't need to go to 120 because it's so slow at this point, and we have 36 points. So a few more points don't change that much. We'll go for the resource tier 1, which looks like copper. Then we have the crits, that is boring. We have worker movement speed, that is kind of okay. Cursor work radius, now that is the best one. Oh, you replace all of the resources and we start with buildings. So we go for resource spawned, and then we, also go for spawn, I guess. So these resources now take 3 hits instead of the 1 that we had before. Is the obsidian also different? So we have 3 points right now. And when it breaks... Hello? There was 5 points though, that is insane. Okay. Resource spawn speed is now doubled, pretty much at least. The entire stage is filling up. Wait, this is even more broken here. Because before we were zooming over the stage, hitting all of the big pockets, but it also meant the big pockets are gone, right? And that is actually a downside. That should be better. But that is actually a downside, because then they can't accumulate more. But now that everything takes so much longer to break, we are actually building up a ridiculous amount in one area. And the way we'll continue this is, at one point we'll start spamming the workers, and they will clear out the entire stage, hopefully. Okay, you know what, I can't work on the obsidian. Like, before I leave here, I will definitely finish all of them, but right now I just want to have the rocks that we get more buildings. And maybe I should already go for more workers. Or... no, let's go for the workers, because they'll help us to get to the next milestone that gives us more buildings. Yeah, I would say at this point that makes more sense than spawning more resources. Which is still good, because it compresses the resources into one spot, like once they start stacking. It also looks like they can spawn right on top of each other, which means even when we see the amount here, there could be a lot more than what it looks like. We are about to hit 120. That means we have another level up. And that means, do we go for workers or do we go for resources? No. We could go for the well. I don't know if the market was any good. Like, the one time I had it, I don't think it was great. Wait, worker speed is also my speed, right? Oh, that helps a lot to get these rare ones. You know what, I will go for them now because I attack so much faster, and that is one I definitely want to have out of the way. Would you take a look at the amount of points that we have? We have 51. Here's the issue, every upgrade that we can buy costs 40. So that is actually not that valuable, but let's take a look. How many points do we get? Oh, it doesn't say it. Plus 25 at 140 buildings. Yeah, so you really want to continue. So sure, it takes very long to get to the next upgrade point. And that's why I stopped before, but it gives so many points. I think it's actually worth it. That is half of the points that we have. If I get to the next milestone of 140. And I'm starting to believe the workers are not worth it at all. Because why would I need them hitting a single thing if I can AoE all of this stuff down? I don't see the point. Because I could have way more resources right now on the stage that I AoE hit. Look at this bunch down here. Oh, wow. Resources spawned. Let's do it. Let's go all in on those. Now, I do hope there's a cap to that. Like the amount that respawns and the respawn speed. Because I would just take it every single time it comes up. So the game needs to stop me. Otherwise, we'll fill up the entire stage. How many points do we get? 70. This is what I mean. It almost doubles our points. Now, we do need to get to 160, but if you take a look at this, we are actually really fast. And this means I can get all of the upgrades currently available. Maybe I can also get a next upgrade, like one hiding behind those that we have to unlock right now. We managed to reach level 150, and if you pay attention to the progression bar, it's actually still quite fast. But it also kind of indicates that we are at the end of this, because it just takes forever. Like, is it worth it time-wise? Yes, but the problem is I can keep doing this forever, and I may even get to a point where I do have all of the resources that you need in this game, but then we didn't get to play a single round with the new upgrades, right? And that's also pointless. 159, we just need one more level, and we have it. That will be 70 points all at once. You know what? Oh, I wanted to get this guy. Yeah, I would say we are done. 158 legacy. Do we want to go for work radius even? Let's do it. Double the damage is mental. Okay, so you always give 200% bonus. That is quite good. Do I care about these? Actually, a little bit. But you're so cheap. Like, I could just follow this path. Let's go for the crit. Reroll count. If that happens every single time we level up, that would actually be quite powerful. So let's go for resources spawn. Then we go for resources spawn. Yep, I'm just doing that twice. I'm not even going for the other one. We are filling up the entire stage. Okay, doesn't this look amazing? Like, especially in the beginning when you start with barely any resources and it just starts spreading out like crazy. Well, there we have the resource spawn. Perfect. You know what we'll do this time, right? We are not going for a single worker. Not even for speed of them. We will keep going for this. Again and again and... What actually happens if I do nothing at all? Like, is there a limit to the resource amount? There is. Look at this. So currently only something respawns whenever they mine something. And the moment I mine a lot, yes, you notice a lot is respawning. Wait, that is actually a problem. So I would want to go for cursor work speed. That is not them, that is me. Oh, there was a misunderstanding. Okay. No, but this should be fine, but that is also nice, because that means, yes, we want to balance it out, but I think I just want to buff up myself. Like, why would I want to buff up these lazy guys that barely do anything, if I can clear out half of the stage, if I just upgrade myself enough? We are almost at 120. Wait, what did we have the last time? I thought it was 160, right? Okay, resource spawn speed, or more workers. Let's go. No, let's go for resource spawn speed. Let's stick to the original plan. Whenever we don't get something about the cursor, we'll go for the resources, because you may notice they're actually thinning out, right? So if I stop... Yes, look at this, they're still spawning. So that means we are faster than they respawn, and that is not what we want. Honestly, I think we don't have to pay too much attention to that. I will always go for the cursor upgrades when they show up, and if they don't show up, I will just go for respawns. And if none of the two show up, if that's even possible, then I will go for the workers. Or maybe the gold. Yeah, maybe the gold is better. So, how long do you take? You just took 12 damage. That was actually fairly fast. But is it worth it to focus on them, or should I just get to the next levels? Maybe right now it's not worth it and I will just do this at the very end again. I like that strategy because then we don't get stuck and we get the buildings faster. We are so close to the 140. Look at them building the road out. So more resources spawned. Yes, let's keep going for that. But does it slow down as much as it did the last time? I mean, we're already at 142. The workers are just a trap, I believe. I mean, if they would have a form of AoE that we could upgrade, this would make them so much better. But also the speed upgrade that we got is not for the workers but for me. I wonder if there is a worker upgrade, and that's why I thought it's about them, but I recall my cursor got faster, right? And I was like, oh, so when it applies to the workers, it also applies to me. No, I think that is wrong. I think it was already the cursor work speed. I feel like we are not that far away from finishing the game. Like, do you see how far they're going out? Okay, it is a circle, so the volume increases drastically the further you go out. But I got a feeling it won't actually take that long and we'll be done with the game already. Do I want to go to 180 this time? We know it increases by quite a lot, so I almost assume it will give us like 130, 125 maybe. Which is a ridiculous amount. More resources spawn. Maybe let's go for gold. Right, that should be good. And how much is it? Wait, you're the 70? That is nothing. That is not really worth it. So over here is gold. Let's check out how much we get. 900. Yeah, okay, forget about it, guys. It's all in the gold. It's actually completely in the gold. Oh no, I didn't know that. And for gold, we need resource respawn speed, right? No, it doesn't really matter. Like, I was considering, when we respawn 9 resources, it could be it always has to be the same resource. That's how some games do it. But we see that the gold only appears as a singular piece, and that wouldn't be possible. If that was the case, at least. So, yes, we can go for both of them, but we want to respawn as much as possible. That still means I have to clear it, that I can even spawn to begin with, but we are almost at the 180. There's another 900. No, I want to have more gold. Oh, this will become a really tough balancing act now. Cursor work speed. But I feel like I'm already way too fast. Let's go for... You're like 900% to 1100%, so you're better. That makes it very easy to identify which one is the better one. And can we get to 200? Dude, like one singular gold piece is more than a level up. So even if we don't really do a lot anymore, I just have to find them and bam, look at that. So how much do we get now? You went from 70 to 300. How does that add up? Can you explain that to me? We need the reroll. I will spam the gold like crazy. Like, imagine how much more insane this would be if we would have double the gold resources on the stage, right? Because that is the only way how we do this right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm also doing a little bit with the stuff that I farm, but if you take a look at our progression bar, it barely moves at all. And I would say for a moment I will focus on getting all of the obsidian that we have the bonus points. It's not really needed, but the stage is kind of empty, like we need time to respawn resources, so I will use the time for these. Or do we need time? Wait, no, nothing is respawning, that also means no gold. Okay. Or maybe it just caught up and it was indeed missing. Let's get you, and over here, and there's gold hiding. Did you see that? Here's the thing. If we get another gold, I think I may actually go for the 220, which sounds crazy. But if we have double the amount of them, that is double the progression speed, right? And that should still be enough, that it roughly takes maybe the same amount of time. Maybe it's even faster, which would be crazy. We didn't get it. Okay, we have we have 539 points. You have to be kidding me. We will take the reroll. That is insane value. We will go for the gold spawn for sure. This is also for the gold, right? Like, I want this, but more resources out of the gold is absurd value. And I would say we'll go for the resource spawn speed, because whatever is here we can't afford that right now, but we'll go for it next. Obsidian HP multiplier is also good. I don't really care about it all too much. You know what, I'll lock it in. Because exactly, we have a lot of these. Like, we have 2 different ways to increase the resources spawning, right? So whenever we get gold, we have to take it. Resource? Respawn chance. Huh. Let's go for you. Oh god, that is so fast. Did you see what just happened? 5 to 7. Okay, the entire stage is building up. Like, I'm not that far. What, huh? Okay, cursor work speed. I will actually need that. Look at how much gold there is. Oh no. We are, Dex, what did you do? Respawn chance. That would actually be valuable for the gold if I focus on that. But is it actually worth it if we fill out the stage right away? Well, yeah, if it hits the gold, that would be really worth it. We are almost at 160. Yeah, whatever I'm doing, I think it's working out insanely well. +2 that's way too ridiculous. I can't do that, but I can't. Wait, rerolls. Text, you can reroll. I forgot about that. But I don't need this, is the issue. Let's do it, I guess. Right? Because if I hit these mass pockets, then they at least can respawn immediately. But I don't think that's worth it. But the workers, like, look at how slow they are. They do nothing at all. But if I have enough of them, maybe then they do something. But it's... you see the problem, right? When they go for the copper here, that doesn't actually do a lot. Like, we need to go for the gold, and they can't do that. But they would clear out the copper so more of the gold can respawn. Okay, I convinced myself. I hope. I'm still not sure. But I'm really enjoying this right now because I keep debating with myself what is like the best thing. And the moment I find something where I'm certain this is what I'll do for the rest of the game, there's nothing else possible, we find something else. And I always like this about games, when you can tinker around with strategies. Okay, good, perfect. I mean, let's be honest, in most games you don't just do one thing and you tunnel vision on that and that works out. Unless it's poorly balanced. Wait, you can roll into the same stuff again, so the reroll is actually not that good. Let's go for more workers. Like, let's try to push out a couple of workers and see if that works better for us, that we clear more. I just wished I could give them bonus attack speed. Yeah, they're so slow. Wait, but aren't they faster than the last time? Because now we gave them more work speed, right? Maybe it is actually true that they apply to both me and the workers. So not just the cursor, but also them. We are 210. The next one is the 1000. I'm so gonna get that, but we need the gold. If I get another 1% in gold, I may actually go to 240. And maybe we'll do it regardless. Like, even if we don't get it, I'll still do it. Because look at this jump. How much was that? Wait, I need to pay attention to that. So we had 215, 216. It's like 2/3 of the level up, roughly, maybe a little bit more. And that is honestly manageable. I mean, sure, this would mean that we need like 30 of them. But we also farm the other ones, right, on top of that. And they spawn quite fast, especially when they respawn, which I haven't seen yet. But surely it will happen one day. Let's roll. You suck. You really suck. I'll go for the workers to help us respawn stuff, but yeah, that is horrible. And we are already at 221. It's again 1000. So there's no reason to do this. Like, there's no increase. I mean, let's keep in mind that the upgrades cost like 160 right now, the most expensive ones. So 1000 is ridiculous. If you keep in mind that early on, one day of farming was one upgrade. Did we actually manage to clear out the stage? Like, working together? I think we did. Or maybe what could also happen is that the rocks are overlapping in one spot. Let's not do anything for a moment. No, I think the respawns can't keep up, yeah. Let's go for the gold, let's go for the gold, let's go for the gold, let's do nothing at all. You know what, I'll go for the obsidian. That is still 5 points. Do I have to pretend to care about the 5 points? Like, efficiency-wise, time-wise, I'm way better off just clearing out the rocks to get more gold, because that speeds up the progression towards the 1000 points. So I don't think the obsidian is worth it. It's not even worth it to reduce the HP of it, because like, who cares, right? That is not our moneymaker. Our moneymaker is entirely in the gold. We are already halfway there and there's even more gold. Look at this, 236, 237. We just need a little bit more. But sometimes it really doesn't want to spawn. I wonder if you can only get the upgrade for the gold once. Like, you get 1% and that's it. So with the one that we have in the shop, it's 2%, but we can't go further. Or I may have gotten really unlucky. That could also be almost there. We almost did it. There's more gold, there's gold. That is it. Let's roll again to see if there's gold. Yeah, there's nothing. So we would want to have the respawn maxed out. But we have 2,500 points. Do you understand how absurd this is? So let's go for the worker move speed. Resources spawned on build. Okay, that is very nice. Worker work speed. And this one was also... Oh, we had both of them. But I thought they were the same. Because we went from 150 to 200. That's the part that confused me. More damage. Nice. Resource respawn speed. Yeah, we can easily afford that. Plus 1 tier. I don't think that was good. Unless the gold value goes up. If not, this was horrible, because that means less respawns of the gold. Obsidian HP, I'll take it. Okay, there's nothing behind that. More workers, crit chance, reroll count. They now cost 2,500, so this is the moment where we have to farm quite a bit. Worker damage multiplier. Cursor work radius. Wait, that's a thing? Let's go for... I kind of want to look for the gold. Perfect, we got it. And I would say we'll roll again, just to see if we can find it. Nah, let's go for the resource spawn. Yeah. We have another level up. Okay, I have to roll here for sure. Spawn amount, good. I don't like this right now. Do we just give them damage? I don't care, honestly, about them. Like, I don't care what they do. Spawn amount. How many? Oh, it shows their respawn chance. It's about time that we go for that. Like, I'll try to go for respawn chance every single time. If we manage to get this to 100%, which I don't think you can... Do you see the level? Do you see the level? Do you see what I just did? Yeah? Oh, wait, why weren't there more level ups though? Is it because we did them in the very beginning? Or do we just not get more level ups because I did them all at once? Because of work radius, good. Okay. We deal a lot of damage. Kind of. As in, it's not as bad as I assumed it would be. But it's also really bad in general, so we get you. I will pay attention to this on the next run. Like, we'll not go for the gold first, and instead we go for the iron and see what happens when we get to level 20. If this will give us an upgrade or not. If not, then we know we can always just spam the gold and max out civilization ASAP. But otherwise we have to do it step by step, or we don't get the upgrades right. Yeah, I don't really care about these guys. I mean, I should care about these guys. Let's care about these guys. Let's also get more workers in. We have 2,500 already. Wait, what? Wait, but that is where we stopped the last time. I did this in seconds. Wait, you know what? I will actually end civilization. It always sounds so drastic, right? But yeah, we will just... Workers? Plus 4 workers is insane. We will just reset now, the moment we have this. Okay, we have the gold. Perfect. Respawn. Then we'll go for this again. Respawn chance is perfect. Let's roll. Respawn chance. Respawn chance. Let's roll. Amount spawn. Sure, why not? Let's also go for workers. Yeah, I did a mistake again. Wait, but we didn't get a single upgrade, so it is about the gold. Like, you need to reach a certain level to continue. Okay, good to know. Worker damage upgrade, do we want to do that? You know what, I'll do that a couple of times. And you know what? We will also go for bonus workers, so they can farm all of the regular stuff, and I only go for the gold, and nothing else. So, you? We're already at 2,500. Do you see how much we are earning now? Like, this is now a moment where we can actually afford to go for these guys. Because we have so much money. Like, I don't need to work anymore. We are spamming level ups. We get enough upgrades that actually make them good. How much do you give? I honestly don't know. Let's go for 2 more workers or this. This one should actually be better, damage-wise, but the question is, do we need the damage? I'll go for more workers that I split out. So 3, 5, 1, 8. And when I break this, how much do we get? When I... 1? Are you broken? No, like seriously, are you broken? The last one gave 5. How is it only 1? That is horrible. That is a scam, even. Please, the next level needs to give me like 5,000. This is a meme. Even more workers? It doesn't. Wait, but we have enough legacy to get both upgrades. So I would say we'll quickly do that. Or we go for respawn chance. Sure. And then we'll go for reroll count. Sure. Is that really worth it? Maybe not. I could reset and check what's behind the other one, but I don't really care. Aha. Okay. So now gold is worth even more than ever before. That is good to know. That is really good to know. Respawn chance. We want to focus on these as much as possible, but I believe there's a limit to them. 40%. Wait, what? Okay, let's keep on rolling. We will go for more workers, and that was already it. How much do we level up though? I don't think we need the bonus resources, like it's just not needed. You know, this one here, because it's already so fast. Resource spawn speed, yeah, we don't need that. Worker damage multiplier, that is definitely needed. Let's roll. Worker damage multiplier. Should I just try to max it out and see if they can clear out the entire stage? Like, I doubt it. But maybe with enough value, we could actually achieve that. Bonus workers. Let's go for the gold. Nothing, but we are almost at 240. There should also be the bank, right? But is the bank worth it? Because what I'm thinking is, the bank is bonus 20% money. Now it's less because we already got it once. But I think we actually earn more money if we clear out more rocks. Because that means more gold can respawn. Right, so plus 2 workers should actually be way more valuable or increasing the damage. So do we go for more workers? Let's first see what else we have. Cursor work speed. Let's go for the additional workers. I think it is the right choice. I could be wrong with it, but I think with like what I explained, it is the correct strategy to go about this. Let's see if you still give plus 1 here. I mean, it takes forever to find. It's like, it's plus 1, right? Like someone else just got it. Yeah, it was plus 1. This is a meme. Like, this is insultingly bad. We are almost at 280. Is 300 the special one? Let's go for more damage. No, it's not. It's still the same one. I think I checked this the last time as well. I just can't believe it stays the same. We are clearing out the stage, are we? Maybe. If I could increase my own damage, you know, that would be insane, because I have the AoE. But since we can't do that, the workers are definitely the way to go. We almost have the 300 though. But the city is still very small. Like, I thought at this point it's way bigger. That is pathetically weak. Let's roll and see if there's something else. No. Cursor work speed. Do we need more respawns? I don't think so. Let's just let the workers work. I just realized the workers can also crit. So I do want to upgrade crit, not for myself, but for them. Which we can easily do. That's what I was waiting for. There's the 5k jump. How much is the gold? It's roughly 1 full level up, if I saw that right. Do I need more respawns? Yeah, we need more respawns. That is the best way to get more gold. But I don't think I'll go to 320. Or should I do? Oh my god, should I do it? That was so fast. It's another 5k. If you go to 340. Which will take a long... We already have 1 level. Never mind, it won't take a long while. We already have 2 levels. We are almost at 3 levels. The gold is overpowered. I love that stuff so much. I wonder if you've seen a strategy that would have been better to do. And feel free to let me know. Because I feel like we have found the best stuff possible. Because our cursor, like, if our cursor could get damage right, then I would still go for our cursor as we did before. But the moment I saw that these guys can scale up in damage, and so they have a double multiplier, not just in numbers, but also in how much damage they deal, exponential scaling, and we don't have that. Yes, we have area, which technically speaking is the same thing as increasing our damage, but I can't really keep up with these guys, I believe, because the increase is too small. Okay. We almost have it. We just need a tiny bit more. Okay, 2 more level ups. Come on. Where's the gold? No, seriously, where's the gold? I don't see any... There's gold. And there's gold. We actually did it. Final rolls just to check if we left something behind. No, it looks good. So now we'll end civilization yet again. 15,500. Okay, but... Isn't it insane? Let's check out the cheap crit first. Cursor work speed. I actually don't care, but there could be something for workers that affects their base damage, which we multiply. Lightning stone chance. I wanna be boring, I'll go for the base damage. You're insane. I think what this one does is, it gives you a lightning stone that doesn't give you any resources, and the only thing it does is, it sends out like a fork lightning, right? Probably, I would assume. So let's go for the respawn, we notice we need that. We'll go for the gold resource multiplier. It's already limited either way. Let's go for more workers, respawn chance, and we immediately level up to whatever that is. Yep, that's how fast we are. Respawn chance. Wait. If we have a lot of respawn chance, I don't even need fast spawning resources. Because they would just always respawn. Okay, so I really need to tune that down, but that didn't work out the last round. Right, because there we already maxed it out. It wasn't in here anymore. I don't think it's actually in here. I don't think it's in here at all. Let's go for more workers. Beautiful. And what is our goal? I would say our goal is we go up into the high 300s. Maybe we even attempt to go for 400. That sounds crazy. But at the same time, you know, we have more damage, so it will be faster to clear out all of this stuff. And this time we also have 20% crit on them instead of 10%, which means they will one-shot the stronger things more often. It's not as fast as I thought though. Like, I thought we would jump to 300 really fast, and then it heavily slows down. And that is clearly not what's happening. 2 more workers. Do I have too many workers? Do I need to go for... Oh my god, what just happened here? So how fast do they destroy stuff? Yeah, it takes quite a bit. I was looking at the guys down here. They are not that fast. So maybe I should give them more damage, that they need less hits. We definitely don't need more resources, I would say. At least not for now. Cursor work radius. I don't like any of these. Well, I guess we go for more of them instead of the damage. Or did I skip the damage by accident? That it was there and I just missed it. We've reached a 5k again, and it... Do you see how fast this is going up? Dude, this game is so cool. It's so simplistic, right? There's nothing difficult. There is no super exciting extreme game in here, like no big numbers and stuff, but it's so satisfying to build up this village every time. And also to reach these big milestones. Some of these games, they do these small incremental steps. You earn 1000, then 1100, then 1199, and so on. And if you do that too often, it gets really boring. And this one is like, oh, you get 1k, then you get 1k, then you get 1k. You know what? Now you get 5k. And I like that, because those are extreme jumps that make it so worth it to grind up, go through torture, and then you see these big numbers all of a sudden that are completely unreasonable. But what is the final level that I want to finish at? Yeah, that is not a complicated question. Do I need more resources? Technically speaking, we don't need them, because it's no longer about what I do, it's about what these guys do, and as long as there are resources around them, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 10, right? And if I increase the spawn rate of the resources, the only thing that changes is eventually we hit the cap and then it's wasted. So as long as we don't run out of resources and they respawn often enough, we are good. This would be a whole different story if it was about me, because I have AoE, but they don't have AoE. More workers? No, I need the damage on them. I think there's no more damage. Like, I think these are the only upgrades I can get. So we'll go for the bakery. Is there any reason for me to still click? I hate saying it, but I don't think I have something to do. We need more resource spawn. Like, now it's getting to a point where we really need it. But they sometimes get stuck on the obsidian, which is also nice. But yeah, even if I help now, nothing changes, right? It just speeds up that all of the resources will disappear, and we're either way just waiting for the gold, which is hiding in there. I got you. We are almost at 360. Well, okay, we are halfway there. I hope the next upgrade that we can find is something that multiplies the value that you get out of these, or that we go up in one tier. Like, the nice thing about the gold is also that you one-shot it. So even if we go up to tier 1 million, right, we can't farm the rest. Whenever the gold spawns, we get a ridiculous amount of money. Now the problem is when the map is full, we need to clear out one of them, so there it wouldn't work anymore. But, like, you know, 1 gold with that insane value would just max out our city, most likely. But I would say at this point, we will just go for reset. Because it's taking forever, even with the gold that we are getting right now. So I get the feeling we shouldn't continue here. There is actually damage. Yeah, but we are done. We have 20,000 points. That is ridiculous. How much can we buy with that though? Resource spawn speed. I will go for the Rocky. Lightning stone targets. Yeah, but you just destroy the stuff, right? Specialized workshop. Workshop plus 10. Processes ore into processed resources, which provide more construction progress. Man, I want to reset to check out what's here, but like I don't want to do all of this again. But the movement speed is not really worth it, is the thing. Hey, we can't afford this either way, right? So I would say we'll continue with the lightning stones, and maybe this time we won't farm up as much. Respawn chance, we will go for more resources, good. Gold multiplier, definitely worth it. Gold spawn chance, respawn chance. No, let's go for damage, I would say. Maybe I should even... No, we don't want to focus entirely on the damage, right? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I would say that's bad, and I don't see the reason why we would ever want to go for the work speed. Let's give you a +1. Perfect. What is our level? That was just a little bit of gold. That was, like, just a teeny tiny bit of gold. Right, we need more workers. That is important. Or, do we want to go for damage? No. Here are the lightning rocks. So they jump over. But do they only deal the base damage once and that's it? I'm actually not sure what it does. Like, I see the lightning attack, but I don't see how much damage it deals. But why is this working out so well, right? Oh, we are not even at 300. We are so far down. Oh no, this will take forever. Dude, I need 40,000, right? You know what? I'll farm it up. We have the total legacy here of 9,000. I will just farm it up. Bonus damage yet again. At one point, we'll end up one-shotting them if we are lucky. Like, how much HP do these have? So, 28, 14. That is definitely a lie. No, but those were 4 hits. No, look at this. They take way more hits. So, some of them must have been damaged already. Let's go for even more damage. Why not? Keep in mind, for every single worker that we have, we get the bonus damage, right? So, it's quite impactful. And if we now get +2 more workers, they get the full value out of it. All of the past upgrades. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if the lightning strikes are worth it, but they are a way to turn the workers into an AoE attack. So I think it's good that I go for it more. I could go for more... No, let's roll. Wait, but why not? No, we want to go for more workers, right? At this point. Maybe. I'm actually not so sure about that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe what we should do is we just buy the bullet, we push to 400, and I think we either way have to do that to get to the 40k, right? And then we'll see if it goes up by an insane amount, like it goes up to 50,000 or something like that. Then I will do another 20 levels, even if it takes forever, because it means I can buy a full upgrade. Yes, just one additional upgrade, because they're now so expensive. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that the respawn chance of the rocks does not do more. Because keep in mind, the respawns are on top of the natural respawns, right? So if we have 50% respawn, I believe, and the natural generation that is still quite fast, like it's 7 on the fast cycle, I'm a little bit surprised it doesn't do more. Okay, let's go for damage. Good. But at one point, damage isn't worth it. Like, the amount of effort you need to go from 3 hits down to 2 hits is absurd, right? So instead, you just want to have more workers that can work on multiples of these rocks. The stage is almost empty. Nope, we need more generation. I have to do it. We need a 7 to 9 production. This is what it currently looks like. I will go for the additional resource respawns, but I don't think it will actually be able to keep up with them. So unless this goes up by an insane amount, I think we're just done for the day. Wait, we only have 20,000. That's not enough. We need 40,000. Wait, but it doesn't even make sense to continue, so I will have to restart the day without getting upgrades, that we can get the super upgrade that we are seeing there. We almost did it. Now the real question is, does it go up or does it not go up? Because if it doesn't go up, we have a problem. More spawns. That is exactly what I need. Okay. Does the stuff respawn faster? Is it fast enough? We didn't go for more workers. Like, the thing is, it looked bad, right? The entire map emptied out. But if they consume, let's say, 9 resources per second, and now we're at 9.1 production per second, it's still enough that eventually the map will fill up. Now, one downside is, funny enough, when the gold spawns, because it gets one shot, it actually means that we empty out the stage faster, but I look at this, and it almost feels like the map is refilling very slowly, but it looks like it. Yeah, this wasn't fast at all. This was horrible. But we have the 40,000. We will end civilization. Distance, nice. Upgrades. And now we have the workshop. But what does this do? Okay. We have to hope the workshop is really good. Honestly, you know what? We will quickly get the 3k, and then we will get the other upgrade there. Okay? So we go for workshop processing speed. I don't know what that means, is the issue. You know, I don't understand this. We'll go for workers, gold spawn chance, resource, respawn. Let's roll, respawn 40%. We only need 3,000 here. They make rocks. You completely suck. I think. Like, I could be wrong with this, but isn't this horrible? Right? Why am I getting so many level ups now? Where's this coming from? No, but isn't this horrible? Wait, I actually believe you already have it. How much are they producing? Or maybe it's good. Maybe they are producing way more than what it looks like. Okay, so we'll go for another 5k points, just that we have a little bit more. I mean, I could just entirely focus on these guys, right? No, but they don't make gold, and gold is the winner of this. But it's a nice boost in general, right? To just get the levels up. Okay, so we end this, as I said. Then we will go for the faster respawns. This way I don't have to focus on it as much. Cursor work radius. Yeah. I mean, 60,000, alter Schwede, that's just insane. And I would say we just ignore this, right? That sounds bad, but I don't think it's a way to go because it's not gold. Okay, you're actually messing with my upgrades quite a bit, right? Resources spawn on build. We still need more of that, but not that much. Or do we? Oh, wow. Dude, this is what I want to see. Wait, we have the bonus speed, so we don't need more than this, I believe. Let's just focus on respawn and the workers. Respawn has to be maxed out, which is 40% actually. And then we will go for... Scheiße. Okay, I have to be a bit more careful. We have too many upgrades now. Bonus workers. Maybe I should really just go for the workers. I didn't want to do that. Like, I wanted to focus on damage as well. But maybe it's just better to focus on the workers a huge amount. Like the worker amount of them. Okay. Or did we max that out? There's nothing left. Let's go for resource spawn. How is the amount over here determined? No, we had 10, right? That was the upgrade. So it's not about how we perform or what level we are. It's just 10. That's it. Worker damage. Beautiful. And I think this time we may even make it to 400, right? Like our highest was 380, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe? Maybe not. Multiply worker damage. I actually want to have a mount really badly. But we are respawning so much now. The game is definitely keeping up. Yeah, now it's the 20k. But I would say we'll go for the 400. Do you think this can also give us gold? That is actually one thing I haven't considered, you know. It's also a 2% chance whenever it gets created that it's also gold. I'm looking at it, but it's really hard to see. More workers, it is still a thing. You know what? I will just stare at the production over there to see if there's ever gold coming out. The problem is I can't really see the last ones, and when it flies, it's too fast for me to notice it. Yeah, to be honest, they've produced so much. It's been like easily 200, and there was 0 gold in there, so I think they can only do the iron. And that's it. Which, you know, it's nice, but I don't really care about it. How much are you? 100,000. Dex, why exactly did you stop the last time? I'm sorry, could you explain that to me? Why didn't you go for the 100k? Sure, it takes a while, but we just did this while talking. And this doesn't even give us a huge bonus. You know, I think I could have done that. Actually, I recall I had to wait for quite a while, so maybe not. But as long as I help, this empties out really fast. We are almost there. Do you think the next one is also 100k? Because I may just go for more workers. No, wait, the stage is emptying out. Let's go for the resource respawn speed. It's also 100k. Why are we so fast? Wait, what? No, wait, why are we so fast? Something is fishy. Why are we getting so much gold? Something is really fishy. Is it these guys? Is the iron like worth more? But I don't see that. But it could be that, for example, one iron thing that we get from them is actually 10. So 10 numbers appear. And that's why I don't notice a bigger number, because there is none. There are just multiples of them. We did it. We actually did it. You're still just 100k. You know what? We'll stop at 420. We have 240,000 of the legacy points. If we go for the damage though, we one-shot everything on the stage, right? But I mean, that should be worth it. Resource spawn multiplier. Build cost minus 50%. Build cost minus 50% is how much we need to level up. That could actually be insane. That could be really insane. You know what, I'll take you out of the way, that you're out of the way. Right, that makes sense. 5 million points. Okay. New civilization. Let's crush this. Gold spawn. Then gold... Why can you only get this once, by the way? That's a little bit weird. Resources spawned. We need a little bit of that. Not too much, just a little bit. Workers. Work... Why is it jiggly? Did you see that? It was jiggly. Okay. We have bonus work. No, we need the damage as well. No, we have damage now. We don't need damage. That is the benefit. We just need more workers and that's it. That also means we need more resources though, because that definitely can't keep up now. Bonus resources. Good. I just keep on leveling up. This is insane. Bonus resources. Bonus resource. Is that too much? Let's go for a bit more workers. And let's go for more workers. Are they wiping out everything? I mean, I can also wipe out. Like, I think this is the moment where I should take over again. Do you see that? What's happening? Should we do an experimental round? Where I only focus on myself and nothing else? And see how big we can make the cursor. But I mean, we will need a lot of respawns, right? But aside from that, I just want to make the cursor as big as possible. Bonus that is actually not that good. Let's go for the resource spawn, you know, speed. Yeah. Good job, Dex. Very good explanation there. The last time we were at 420. Does anyone remember the cost that we had in the shop though? Because I don't. I think it was 100,000 maybe. So we should have this with the next 100k. Maybe it was a lot more though. You know what? I think my workers are doing fine. Wait, do they one-shot? Wait, let me take a look if they one-shot. Yeah, they do. Like, if you look at the little chimbo over here to the left side, every single thing he hits once is done immediately. So what we need is... I honestly don't know. What do we need? I feel like we need a stronger cursor and that's it. So is the goal this time to go to level 440? Like, but the stage already can't keep up. What are we doing to these poor guys? Oh no. Like, what do we do? You? No. You? Sure. Right, but that's still not enough. The stage is empty. So if I go for the worker alone and upgrade it a lot, the entire stage is just nothing. There's nothing left. Let's go for more resources, I would say. 1,500 to 1,700% pretty much. The other one gives 50% more. But hopefully the game can keep up. Now the good news is, do you see how fast we level up? We just got the 440, right? And now we're already at 450, but the stage is empty. And I can't really spawn more, like I'm already maxing out on that. So, yeah. We could do another thing, which is we just focus on these guys entirely and nothing else, just to see how they perform. But I think this is the most boring one, because they don't seem to have gold. But I could be wrong with that. More resources. Wait, we are there. We already have it. We had 460, we used to be at 420. Wait, what just happened? That's actually insane. So worker bombs. A worker who throws bombs to gather resources. That doesn't make sense. Resource spawn multiplier. Then we'll go for this one, the AoE. And unlocks the alchemy workshop. Maybe that is one that we can focus on. We also have the worker bombs. And now we need 5 million. Which is quite a bit, but actually not that much. So we definitely need the resources. That is maybe even the most important one. The gold spawn, very good. Where is the alchemy? There. Lightning stone damage multiply. You just deal no damage is the problem. Wait, but I can't... I can't even respawn the stuff that fast. Cursor work radius. Let's do it. Let's just do it. We do a round like this. I told you we'll do it, so we'll do it. Okay, resources respawned. Oh god, this is illegal. Oh god, this is completely illegal. Oh no, oh, we need a respawn chance. I completely forgot about that. Okay, respawn chance. Then we'll go for... Was that it? Cursor work radius, good. Let's go for the resource spawn speed. We know we'll need this eventually in the future, so we may as well take it now. Resources spawns. Okay, cursor work speed. Right, you're the one. Wait, no, we don't want that. We want area. Scheiße. No, that's fine. You, I guess. I have to be careful that we get the one that I want. Yeah, cool. We actually can get messed over into an upgrade that I don't want to have, but it is what it is. Like, if I use max rerolls and I don't get it, it is what it is, right? Oh my god, we have so much area. Oh no, this is unfair. This is really unfair. I don't think there's more area. We actually max out our dude. No, but that would be boring this early, right? I wanted to cover the entire screen. And when it respawns, you know, we destroy everything immediately. Well... Like, but do you see it anywhere? This is very cool. Cool. Nothing at all. You gave me happiness and life, and then you took it all away again. You know? That's just mean. That's just really mean. And saddening. Like, why would you do that? Which makes me think... I think I want to restart this, right? Let's make a final check. Nope, there's nothing. Nope, there's nothing. In other words, it will be all about the workers. But before we do that, we gotta check out the production machine, right? To just see how well that works. And we know it doesn't have gold. Okay, workshop processing speed. We don't need respawn. We just need the workshop processing speed. This one is taken out of the way, so that's fine. But dude, I hate you. But I genuinely hate you. We don't need these. Come on. There we go. We're looking for a red one. Yep, this one. Red one. Perfect. No red one. We'll go for respawn, because why not? There's another one. Oh my god. Okay, we actually got so many. Oh, look at this. Is there a red one? Please don't tell me you're capped out, dude. I'm actually gonna be mad if you also finish this early. Didn't we have that joke at the beginning of the video somewhere? Unintentionally, though. I don't think it's there. Like, I genuinely don't think it's there. Seriously? You know what? I'll take this one out of the way. Because the moment it's gone, it's way easier to find other things because it can't appear anymore. No, I think it's not there. Okay. One more chance after one more chance. Nope. Okay. We are going all in on the workers and nothing else. That's now what we are doing. That's what we are stuck with. So we need a humongous amount of resources. We need the respawns, resources, respawns. And I will always pick resources the moment they show up. Well, but I need some workers, right? Well, who says that? Well, I just said it. I should go for more workers, yeah. We don't need that many, but we need a good chunk of them. Okay, we have 10. Perfect. Let's go for more. Resources respawn, but I need a chance, not the chance, but the speed needs to go up. We don't need the lightning, I believe. But if I would increase the lightning damage, it would destroy more. But it has such low damage, I'm not even sure if that's worth it. Does it have low damage? Like, it did say it has 18 damage, right? So, like, that is nothing. Because we need 54 damage to one-shot these. Yeah. It doesn't even one-shot them, what? I thought it does. No? Okay. Well, more workers. Let's get working. Do you see how fast we're approaching the 400? And there's so much gold that no one is collecting. So I will quickly help out for a little bit. But it's not about me, right? It's all about the workers. Wait, didn't they have damage upgrades, right? I don't think I've seen that in ages. They are using bombs, do you see that? Okay. So we are spawning so much now. The stage is actually getting filled up wherever the workers are not. I wonder if you're at the maximum. Like, one thing that would be nice is if it would show you like a collection somewhere of like how many you can have and how many you have right now. Like a status overlay. Maybe just up here. Wait. Last 135, you're 13,500. They are actually insane. Wait, but how much is gold? Okay, I believe gold is exactly the same amount, so these guys are throwing gold at me. Okay. Okay. No, I get that. Let's do it. We will max them out. Is it though? Or is gold more? 13,500, right? Like when I mine this, it's exactly the same numbers. I believe. Yeah, you know what? Like, I'll max them out. It's fine. I think the building is good enough to do it. Let's roll. Workshop processing speed. The nice thing about the workshop is it's unlimited, right? It doesn't rely on how fast something respawns, and that's why I wanted to go for it. I was just disappointed when we couldn't get more upgrades in it. Because I wanted to have like a humongous amount, you know? And I really hope this jumps up to 1 million very soon, because otherwise this will take forever. Didn't this used to pause? Do you see how fast it's going up while I'm just in here? Yeah, but didn't this usually pause? Wait, I gotta pay attention to this on the next level up. And we are almost there. How much is that? Still 100,000. Yeah, look at this, it paused. Why didn't it pause the last time? What is different? I don't know. Let's go for more workers. Wait, are these guys already maxed out? I thought we had a little bit more in us than that bit. That's kind of pathetic. Yeah, but we are respawning so much. I think we need more workers. It only starts thinning out because I'm helping right now. But the moment I stop helping, I think they get overloaded. We actually did it. That was a huge amount of fun. I really didn't expect that. What happens if I end civilization and I get the upgrade right? Because if you want to 100% it, we need all of them. Well, that didn't really do a lot. But we did it. So that was it from Babel Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.